Am I the asshole for refusing to give up my airplane seat to a tall person? Hey everyone, bit of a weird situation and I'm not sure if I am TA or not. Happy to have my perspective challenged. Last week I was taking a 12-hour flight that I had booked months in advance. At the time of booking I paid extra to choose my seats. The seat I chose was $55 extra and right at the front of the plane, trying to arrive somewhere on time upon landing. The seat also happened to be an extra legroom seat and I am a 4 feet 11 inches female. I check in, board, sit in my seat as usual, but as soon as the seatbelt sign was switched off I had a man come over and ask to change seats. The first time he asked politely, saying that he is 6 feet 4 inches and flying is painful for him, can we please change seats? I was open to it until I saw that his seat was way in the back of the plane, and so I told him no sorry, I paid extra to sit up front. He kind of got increasingly mad and wouldn't leave, saying that there's no reason someone of my height needs extra legroom. I told him I paid to be up front. I suggested that he ask the other people in those seats if they could swap, but he refused, saying that he wouldn't want to bother other men or split up couples. He kept getting rude and angry, so I just called over a flight attendant who told him to go sit down. For the rest of the flight he would walk past for no reason, slamming into me. I was sitting aisle. Was I in the wrong? Should I have swapped with him? Tear. My mum was 4 feet 11 inches. She often found that guys thought because she was little, she could be easily intimidated. It was usually pretty entertaining watching them try. She was the master of the quick put down. I suspect this guy picked you because he thought he could intimidate you. He could easily have paid to upgrade. Not the asshole. Next time he can plan better and do what you did, buying your seat instead of harassing the only small woman he thought he could bully into giving in. If he kept running into you, you needed to have a word with the flight attendant. Unacceptable to have to deal with violence on a plane. Every time he slammed into you, you should have called the flight attendant again to report the assault. Someone who repeatedly assaults another passenger should be blacklisted permanently by the airline. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. You had your own reason that you needed to sit there. If he wanted a specific seat for a specific reason, he should have paid for it. Also WTF? He didn't want to bother other men? So he walked over and proceeded to harass a 4 feet 11 inches female instead? If anyone was to be determined TA, it would be him for such a terrible comment. Tall person here. If I want more legroom, I can pay for it like everyone else. I don't pay for the cheapest seat possible and then try to get someone shorter to give me the more expensive seat that they purchased for free. You aren't allowed to ask someone in business or first class seating to switch to a cheap seat. WTF, do they think they can do it in coach? Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Us taller folk know flying coach is uncomfortable, so if we need to be pain-free for a flight, we have to pay extra. Not the asshole. This guy was being beyond ridiculous. As a tall person myself, I sympathize that flying is uncomfortable, but I'd never go around demanding other people's seats that they'd paid extra for. I'm 6 feet 4 inches and usually try to purchase seats with extra legroom. If I don't, I would never ask someone to switch to me because I'm tall. If you offered unprompted, then all your drinks would be on me. Wi-Fi as well. Not the asshole. He wanted to be cheap and leave seat selection to chance. Next time tell the person you can switch for $400, they'd quickly leave you alone. Stop right there. You paid extra for your seat. They could have done the same thing. As a consistent traveler, I am so tired of families with babies, couples or tall, big feeling that they should have the seat I paid for. Nope. Go away and have a great day. And be sure to glare at me for 12 hours. No way are you the asshole. No, no, no. In fact, you should have notified flight attendant that said passenger was harassing you by constantly banging into your seat. If it continued, then you should have asked the flight attendant to notify police that you would like to press assault charges on said passenger and to have them standing by upon landing. You should still be reaching out to the airline and complaining that on-flight staff failed to keep you safe from an aggressive passenger. Not the asshole. Should have filed a police report afterwards since he repeatedly assaulted you after not getting his way. If he wanted extra legroom, then he should have paid for a seat with extra legroom instead of trying to intimidate you into giving him your seat for free. He wouldn't want to bother other men, because he's a coward who is only prepared to try to bully women. Not the asshole. He didn't pay. You did. And it sounds like there are a lot of other things to hate about him. For the rest of the flight he would walk past for no reason, slamming into me. I was sitting aisle. You should have complained to the attendants. Not the asshole. A lack of planning on his part does not constitute an emergency on your end. You paid for the seat, you get the extra room. That's it. Next time maybe he'll plan ahead and book extra legroom. Nata, he targeted you because you are a woman and thought you would acquiesce. Good for you for standing your ground. He refused, saying he wouldn't want to bother other men. Not the asshole. Misogynist shit. Should have paid for extra legroom if it was so important to him, rather than picking on someone he thought wouldn't be able to fight back. As a 6 feet 5 inches person, I know the risk I run if I don't choose to purchase my seat early and make sure I have a first row or exit row. Not the asshole. That's harassment. You paid extra. It's your seat. You are never obligated to change seats with anyone else. Not your problem that he didn't pay extra. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. He got rude, decided to not ask a man because why? And was a general butthead because he couldn't bully you into giving up your premium seat. If it was so important to him, he should have done a better job booking his seat. Maybe I would have switched for $200. Not the asshole. I'm 6'3" and I know exactly what I'm getting into every time I book a flight. I know I'll be cramped for legroom and either accept he'll be uncomfortable or upgrade for more legroom. Not the asshole. He said he wouldn't want to bother other men? That right there changes this from sorry, no, I booked early and paid extra, to go back to your own fucking seat, coward. 4 feet 9 inches checking in. If tall people don't have to stand at the back of concert venues, then we don't have to sit in the back of planes. You bought your ticket fair and square. Not the asshole. So he wanted to try to bully a woman. Good on you for standing your ground. Unless he suddenly grew a lot in one day, you did exactly what you should have done. He knows he's tall, he should know that if he wants more space he needs to spend some money on it and be on time to do so. Not the asshole. He probably picked you since he probably thought he can bully you into giving it up. Tell the next person thus next time, spring some money for reserve seat instead of picking on the little people. I'm 6 feet 5 inches and you are not the asshole. He can also pay for premium seat and choose not to. Not the asshole. He saw you as an easy target to steal your $55. I'm really glad you didn't give in. Well done. Not the asshole. He wouldn't want to bother other men. Well then I guess he's really not that uncomfortable. Am I the asshole? For refusing to give up my airplane seat? No. What if they? No. How about? No. Didn't want to bother other men. LOL. Not the asshole. What a weasel. Fuck no. Not the asshole. It's your seat, you paid for it. How tall he is not your problem. Not the asshole. Notice he wouldn't bother other men or couples, so the fact she was female is why he was doing this. But he refused, saying that he wouldn't want to bother other men or split up couples. What he was really saying is he probably couldn't bully them into changing with him. Not the asshole. You should have flagged the attendant every time he bumped into you.